Hello, 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 ladies and gelatins. Welcome to another day of I Was a Teenage Exocolonist. And we're still a teenager, so it still counts. Hello, hello, Kira. Thank you for the hydrate. Hello, William. Hello, Algul. Yeah, no, seriously, this game, so much can happen. MV Sheep, hello, hello, hello. Oh yes, I do enjoy the spinning. Okay, so here's where we're at. We're 14. We are not starving. We are a master in biology. I think that happened the last time too, but I'm not even sure. What else did I do this time? Mostly just a lot of exploring. Mostly we found out a bunch of stuff. We got a bunch of stuff for food. We're not starving. Mom is not currently gonna die. That's the most important thing. Yeah, we got sufficient colony security though. Not good, which is concerning. I'm still very worried what's gonna happen with this glow when the big monster shows up. So there's a part of me that thinks we're gonna end up having to go back here to this point, which is now don't die to the, yeah, right here, yep. Where we might have to do some things to increase our security. But I don't know, I don't actually know what the consequences are of the big eldritch monster, especially because we've been seeing that in our dreams for a while. And starving is still more important to stop, but I'm real concerned about who's gonna die if we don't stop this one. Really can't do and be everything, even with the ability to go back in time as a child and change things. But yeah, so everyone's back to being older again. We're popular because, of course, we are a winner. Like it is, like you do. Let's actually see what's over here, since we're a bit concerned about stuff. Defense training. Let's do combat +1 animals. We have a 0 in the combats. Relax on the walls. Oh. Oh, you can get friendship with this from this, but we also do love the Tammy, so. Let's see. Is there anything else we can do to increase our security? I keep thinking that it's gonna be from, like, exploring. Let's see, 7 events remaining, collectibles remaining. Forage, 0 events. Okay, so it's just normal explore we have. There's no, like, boss events. So I wonder if there's something we can actually do to... We also, you know, have popular, so maybe kudos or something. There's also the fact that, like, without the level of organizing we have, there is some things we can't do, or maybe we need to unlock the spa so we can deal with our crappy memories. Figured out boss events. I mean, a boss event, basically, it's the yellow ones and, like, important stuff happens. That's what I know. I don't know very much else, so that's where I'm at. Yeah, like, what else did I do this last whole... Yeah, it was pretty much just not starve, don't starve, don't starve, don't starve, don't starve. That's what happened last time, so... Let's see. Working in the depot. We can do that, but I feel like that's not necessarily the best use of our time and energy. Yeah, the boss events seem to be the most important thing to try to get those, but we did get those. So, what is the question? Nothing really super de-duper neato torpedo here. Would we need empathy to unlock the thing? If we work in the depot, do we get empathy? No, persuasion. Oh, yeah. You absolutely, that's 100% okay thing to state. Yeah, basically, this is the same rules as, like, same rules as Pictionary. If I say something out loud, or sorry, the same rules as, what is it? Alambure. No. It's taboo or whatever. If someone says a taboo word, you're fine. You can start using that word too. It's okay. I think something like that. Yeah, helping with the kids. For sure babysitting. Well, that gives big empathy. Photo phoner, no. Relax and lounge. Help in kitchens. Oh, there's also from helping in the kitchens. Perception 100 makes exploration a breeze. That sounds good. Okay. I'm definitely down to do more perceptions. I think we should... Let's help in the kitchens for one more time so we can see. Empathy. Well, yes. Back in space. Cooking involved. Program... Yeah, we already... Okay, we did this one. Did I boot my... Sorry, I have my laptop under... My work laptop under my desk because it's generating stuff. So it just always needs to be running right now. And I just kicked it. Do you consider the perks themselves spoilers? You know, let me think about that. Because I'm not sure. Because most of the time I don't consider mechanics to be spoilers. But my thought is, if I know what certain perks are, I might hone in on them. But also, if I can reduce the number of times I have to go back in time, that's also beneficial for me. So let's put it this way. If you think that a perk would be really useful for me to like, not just for quality of life ones are good to know, but also like a perk would be really useful for me to basically to go for a goal I'm already actively trying to go, please let me know, because sometimes I literally just don't know what direction I'm supposed to go to achieve a certain thing. And I'm more than happy to have hints in those directions, and the hints about like, oh, if you need X, you should definitely get X perk. Transform to get it every time ACP makes. That is great to know. I still feel like I should maybe boop the empathy thing, but maybe, okay. All right, so question, what is the quickest way to get perception? Because I'm pretty sure it's from exploring. Also, we already chose this actually, so we're doing this for this month, and we'll see. You know what, we'll see if we all die during quiet or not. Cafeteria, kitchen's full of stuff. In charge of everything in living quarters, running the children's creche, coordinating cleaning bots, and of course, cooking for the whole colony. It's a lot of work, but she's good at delegating to all the kids she has raised here, including you. She's a big believer in learning by trying. Was my riddle annoying? Or is my riddle anything? Oh, yes! Yes. Oh my gosh. So, that riddle, so you haven't had a chance to see the VOD on YouTube or whatnot, Twitch, wherever you like to watch your things. That riddle, I actually was able to figure out one of the pieces from it. And then because I was already just like touching everything, I was able to get the last one. So I was able to make the bomb. The riddle was amazing. Thank you very much. But yeah, basically the light as a sky, blind as a bat thing, I was just like, oh my god, okay. Yeah, there's only one place that has these things. And I'll leave mostly that stuff for the other stream, because some people are going to play that game and not this game. So I don't actually want to give those people spoilers about certain aspects. Because, yeah, like I said, some people only show up to certain games. But I really appreciate it. Thank you. Supply depot gives perception. Really? Oh, so actually that would have been pretty good to know. Okay. It'd be such a huge help. Just press this button, the rash machine will spit out a freshly pressed cake of soy ash. It's untasty, but it's nutritious. Here's where the real magic happens, the stew. Heals me cookies. I mean, she can tell us no in her adult way. I don't have to tell her to be dumb. Yeah, of course. I appreciate you checking in. Oh, let's see. 3, 4, 4, 5. She was trying by me. Feel like I could have done it better. Yes, I can actually. Oh no, that did not work the way I wanted to. 2, 3, 4. Okay. Right, I see how it is. Okay, hold on. 2, 3, 4. We can't do the 5, but we can do the 2, 2, 5 pair. These are 100 for whatever couple that are extremely transformative. Yes. That's good to know, yeah. Mind. Yeah, no, that would be a bit tough to like basically get one of the coolest perks and then find out everything is going to be just incredible, amazing. Yay, I'll definitely do the perception one as well. That'll be my next goal, and I appreciate having a goal. Thank you so much. Nice. Did I not get the thing? The spa? I thought this was enough for the spa. Okay, well, I see how it is. Sharks exist to be jumped over. Ignore the landing. That's amazing. That's an amazing saying. Seriously. I have never heard that before, and I'm gonna start using it. Hold on. Supply depot gives persuasion, not perception. Oh, this one gives perception, but is this really the only one that gives perception? It kind of seems like a worse thing. Your charge was delivering a special package from Administrator. You know what? No. I want to check to see what else can give me perception. Also, someone's birthday? Anemone, maybe? Early dust. Ah, we missed it. Another game. I will be besties with Anemone. Another time in the future. Okay. You give perception of any kind? No. Bravery, toughness. Oh, I need to cough. Hold on. Oh, that was a lot. Empathy 100, creativity 100. Good to know. This one also gives empathy. Gives a lot of reasoning. Reasoning, I guess, doesn't give a super awesome perk. I mean, animals 100 sounds amazing. I would love to do more stuff with animals, but it's kind of hard. So there's something for perception out here as well, other than just straight up exploring. It's a +1 perception plus bravery. Like, I feel like it's still... Oh, there's also this one. Survey the plains to get +3 perception. That's kind of cool. I mean, we're not good at these sorts of things. Oh, this is also, yeah, +2 perception biology. So that's why we've been getting some perception. Because we were foraging. That's why. Okay. Let's survey the plains. I've never done that before. I have a feeling I'm going to end up having to go back in time to early dust anyways. When you boarded the expedition's autobus this morning, you didn't know what to expect. It trundled you and the other surveyors a few clicks north of the prosaic plains, a high, flat area with cooler weather than your colony. I literally did not know that I could do this thing. You don't want to get it? No, probably not. +3 is really good, though. You could barely control your excitement as you watch the landscape change, and now you're here. You're finally old enough for a real survey mission away from the colony. Plastic cutter. Oh. Plastic cutter. That's actually very useful. Here's a plastic cutter, she says, handing you one. It's a tool for cutting and heating things. You can use it to make fire, cauterize wound, boil water, and cut some materials pretty alright. You can use it for self-defense too, but I don't suggest it. Cool, fire. She laughs. Cool as sweets. This is a quiet area, and what we're doing, we're not supposed to be in danger. We're just going to be taking notes and pictures, keeping track of all the flora and fauna we see. Just don't touch anything unless I ask you to take a sample. Everything is potentially dangerous. We don't know much about what's out there, which is why we need surveyors, even youngins like you. The prosaic plains are a sparse region. Like, you can assume from the name, you can see things from a long way off. Utopia sees you squinting at the horizon. And what are you going to do if you see something come for you? Try to pet it. Utopia puts her fingers to her temples. I'm gonna hope you were joking, she sighs. This joins you. You must have come on earlier autobus. Ah, good, you're here, Utopia says, digging out another blast cutter for this. You two greenhorns are with me for the foreseeable. Now, we don't gotta sniff each other's butts all the time. Okay, I like Utopia, she's great. Time all out there, but I do expect you all to be in yelling distance. Comps get spotty out here. Utopia also hands a surveying drone and shows you how to launch it. It'll automatically perform local scans of wherever you go. Through detailed scans still need to be done manually. When you return here to the depot, it'll upload its findings to HoloNet. Your job is to cover ground just to see what's out there so long as it isn't dangerous. Record it. She slaps him back. All right, team, don't get yourself killed out there, okay? Eagle eyes, just wow. Hey, that's you're making me very excited to see what we're gonna get at Perception 100. I'm real excited. Okay, how it work? Okay, I go touch stuff. Also, I didn't know I was gonna get to do stuff out here with this mission. I would never have tried this kind of mission if I didn't know it like also had events and stuff. This is really cool. You've stopped to admire the light glinting off the water of a shallow circular lake when you notice some strange rocks near your feet. They're pink and red, bobbing in the shallow water at the shore. The rocks are flashing golden yellow. This one, then that one, then a pause, then that one, then the first one again. You thought it was reflected sunlight at first, but no, the rocks themselves are glowing. Repeat the pattern. You play a memory game with them, touching the stones in the pattern they gave you. You feel emotions coming from the rocks. Affection, interest, gratefulness. Somehow you understand they like the contact. Are they creatures or rocks? Sometimes the line between the two can be blurry on Fortuna. They can't move, but learn about the world from creatures who pass by and touch them. Like the way animals rub to leave their scent, these rocks entice animals to play with them and leave information about the world. You get the sense they're excited for your new scent. To what end, you don't know. That's very cool. Oh, I got the spa! Oh, nice! I just got spa for doing this. Okay, it was meant to be. It was meant to be. Getting flying in games like, oh my gosh, really? That is a game changer. You almost bump into Dis. He's being so still and quiet, hunched over and looking down a little knoll. He shushes you and points. Don't scare them. You follow his finger and see what looks like a bush shaking violently. Two bushes, actually, at opposite ends of a clearing. They're bush bubs, he says, fighting over territory. You look more closely through your holoculars. Of course, they're holoculars. Not binoculars, but everything's got to be hollow or plasma or whatever. Oh, those boulders are alive. Hope they won't hurt each other. Neat, I'm bloody. How do you know that? If you're quiet, you see them alive. You watch the two creatures face off, rhythmically rustling the leaves that grow out of their heads and backs. Their gangly, branch-like antennae swing over their heads as they rear up to their full heights. Even from far away, they look imposing, like agile builders. One goes, then the other. They watch each other carefully, alternating and repeating each other's motions, trying to outdo each other. Okay, this is like really cool, actually. Like, I already knew this was pretty cool, but like the fact is we're out here all the time, and everything I see more about the world, like I get why he likes it so much. I get why he's like, everyone's just spending all their time inside and no one knows what's going on out there, and everyone's just pretending it's like Earth 2. Not Earth 2. Ultimately, the smaller, more graceful one seems to be declared the winner. The loser plops back down and shuffles away into the jungle, defeated. Organizing can be game-changing kid here early. Yeah, maybe. Wouldn't know. Oh, this thing is a stressy stress too. Perception challenge. Bush bubs blocking the path. It's emo Steve Irwin. It's the significant mechanical actually. Ooh. Does it let you? Okay, don't tell me, but tell me if I guess correctly. Does it let you explore earlier? Or does it give you a pet? Yes, from the start of the game. I knew it. Okay. See, it makes perfect sense. Yeah, no, this, honestly, like, I would love to do a run where I play as a male. I make best friends with Dis at the beginning. We be tough and strong. We go outside and we do Dis things, and we're also besties with Anemone. Actually, Anemone would be the love interest. This is for my second playthrough. Yeah, sneaking out at age 10 is incredible. Like, that's so cool. This one is not letting you through easily. Challenge. Okie dokie. Let's do perfect. Unchangeable. Three. I think we'll be okay. Total equals goal. Hold on. Not too much. 14. I feel like there's a way to do this. Maybe not, but Problem is 12 plus 3 is sort of like the issue here. We're gonna keep getting that over and over. Any number we put here. Yeah, 11. Ooh. -1 kudos. So we'll get 4 kudos. You know what? It's still kudos is kudos. Oh, it's also doubled. Look at us, still getting amazing kudos. You sneak through the gloop mushes, crawling under them so the bush bub doesn't see you. You nearly get stuck at one point and wonder, what if Dis has to come rescue you? That would be embarrassing. You find a route through and continue on your way. That would be embarrassing. This place is so pretty. I want to come back here next month immediately. There's a boss thing over there. I saw it reflected in the water. How do I get over there? I think I have to go around this way. I'm not even sure. Nope. Okay, hold on. Can't walk on this. It's our perception progress, 38. It is 38. I think we need to go this way. We're not going to be able to make it past this, but blast your way through it. Crawl through it. Ouch, ouch, ouch. You wriggle your way through the thinnest parts of the bushes, but they keep catching your clothes and your hair. Your clothes are getting all scratched up. Your mom's going to be pissed if she's not too busy to notice. You try to think of an excuse. You emerge to the other side and look back to the tunnel you made. At least it'll be easier to go back through. Too worn out. Yep, our doodles. Yeah, no, I'm nowhere close to getting a hundo perception, but you know, we got a good chunk of things. We got 41 now. See? Early wet. Whose birthday is early wet? Mars. Mars's birthday. I have to double check though, just in case. Your personal profile. Yeah, I definitely actually did notice. The flower, I have a flower. I thought she liked the flowers. She does like the flowers. What are you talking about, girl? I bet better. Cool description? How do I see a description? You're 14 years old and a fast learner. You stay calm when others get frazzled. The natural world reveals its secrets to you, and you've never had to be told to clean up your bunk. Okay, that is actually really cool. My headphones just died again. No? Oh. Oh, they turned off and on. Oh, they're having a time. It's not great. Unfortunately, I have to rest now. Lame. Here you go, spa. Let's go. I actually wanted to go to the spa. What happened there? Okay. I do not need this many cards that are like this. Oh, goodbye. It's literally one of the worst cards. Get out of here. Boring. I hate it. First words I feel like is also pretty useless for the most part. I'm trying to think what other sort of things we have, because we want lots of different kind of cards. But like there's way too many of these zeros that are just like, yeah, do we really need them zeros? Not really. Empathy 33? I mean, yeah, it's very good. Like, I'm really glad I'm actually able to take advantage of it now because I don't, like, need to use my kudos for other things at the moment. You don't save Tammy. Oh, really? What do you mean most people don't save Tammy? What do you mean most people don't save Tammy? What are you talking about? Who are these monster people who aren't, like, going back to save Tammy? You kidding me? Yeah, right? Yeah, most people barely, they don't reload the game. They're like, I'm committed, but like, oh my god. No, this is, Yeah, that's fair. I guess during your first playthrough, you might think, oh, I shouldn't reload the game. Is there some achievement that labels you some monster forever? No, that would be okay, seriously, like, this card is suck compared to all these other cards because, like, you get this, but then also you get the -1 kudos. Like, it's really not the end of the world because, like, -1 kudo is absolutely nothing. But yeah. Okay. So I think that's honestly okay for now. I think we can be alright with this, but I see why we're having problems with this. We don't have a 3. We need to get rid of more. We will in the future. Oh, right, nice, Elton. I feel it's the best time to make more friends with Tammy. Then again, we've never tried hanging out with this to relax. Could be fun. Could be cool for story reasons. Moral dilemma with this game. Really? Saved too many people in the first playthrough. I don't care to let people die on purpose to the branches where they don't survive. Really? Huh. That's interesting. It's an amazing event arc. Okay. I mean, yeah, I know I like hanging out with this. I'm happy to do it more for sure. Like, this is a game where I do wish I could do everything, and I'm glad that they make us go back in time and do stuff, but man. Okay. Oh, this sounds like a perception bonus. After the first attack on the colony, they added the lookout towers to the walls. Now you have a place to hang out if you don't feel like working, and because it's all the way up here, no adults are going to come ask you to run errands for them. Rainy days, you take shelter under the pavilions and listen to the pitter-patter of warm raindrops on the grass roof. You can do whatever you want. This is the life. Yep, I knew it. Little just +1 perception. You need someone to dicing Brit for somebody else. Really? Huh. Interesting. That's... Huh. That's so much. Okay, I definitely look forward to talking to you more about this as I see more of the game. Sometimes you offer to fill in on lookout duty so someone can go grab a meal. Maybe someday you'll be allowed to work full shifts as a lookout yourself, but you find out it's not as relaxing as you'd think. Oh, hey, Solana. Dis pops his head up a nearby ladder, looks surprised to see someone else here. Do you mind if I sit here too? Heck yeah, come sit beside me. Yes. The two of you dangle your feet off the side and watch the valley below. Dis shuffles a little uncomfortably and doesn't say much. You wonder if this was his private spot to be alone before you discover it. I mean, this is actually a good card. We have hold on, I need to see something. Because I've noticed this before. We have way too many 3s. I am happy to get rid of something with a 3 on it, actually. We do not need to be hooked in our hollow palm. It's actually also appropriate to, as we, touch more grass, to be on our hollow palm list. Midwet. We're also happy now. Now we get to go outside again. Okay, hold on. I knew it. Knew there was going to be something. Log. Da, 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 da. You want sequences? Yes. Yes. You don't just want all your cards to be high value, but you do want like an even spread of things. Yeah, exactly. You need an even spread. See, now it shows me this. I actually thought that this option didn't give me anything cool because it didn't show that there were events here. I thought it was just a thing I click on. It doesn't give me events. This is incredible. Yeah, see, events, blah, blah, blah. Boss event remaining. Yes, oh my god. Okay, like exploring is literally like my most favorite thing now. Like, it's so cool. Okay, so I really want to figure out how to get to that boss event. I think I'm fine if I go the same direction I was going before. Whee! so pretty out here. It's just like so calm and chill. Oh, I want the flower. Can't get the flower unless I touch the thing. Well, I gotta get the boss event first. Yeah, no, 79 is better than 120. Like, you still want to spread, but it doesn't need to be a massive spread. You're crossing a clearing when you hear a terrible cracking, pounding sound. A bush bob bursts through the tree line, barreling straight towards you. Whatever is making a bush bob run, you're pretty sure you don't want to be in the business end of it. Bravely stand your ground. Okay, let's do it. I feel like it's gonna be 444. Not really ideal though. Kind of rather just not even play a card. Okay, feeling giant. Okay, so card. Okay, 1, 3. Yeah, there we go. 3, 4, 5. This is fine by me. And now we get the big giant card. We get this. Oh, 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 oh. I mean, because we just want to get the kudos. The creature pounds past you, its powerful stone-like gorilla arms smashing the ground. It doesn't even seem to see you and goes around you without even looking at you. You look around, but there's no sign of whatever motivated the bush bub to run so fast. At least that's something to be grateful about. You stop to watch a herd of shaggy, purple-furred animals slowly meander down a slope. You've never seen them before. Study them. Obviously, we went with perception. Too bad we can't give ourselves a plus on the skills. Oh. Minus stress? Absolutely. Positively. 3, 4, I cannot do 3, 4, 5. Well, it is what it is. 1, 3, 4. A little too harsh on blue perks, really. Blue is at best at 66 engineering. Oh. Well. This is the problem. I want to get absolutely everything. Oh, also, thank you for the stretch line. Much appreciated. Also, it's good to have a moment to just, like... just thoroughly enjoy the relaxation. Of course. 4, 5, 5, 5 is what it is. Also 5. I mean, we'll win either way. Still. -5 stress. The creature's fur is like grass, so they must be some kind of photosynth, an animal that gets part of their energy from the sun. They couldn't be arborescent photosynths, bushbubs, because they got branches growing out of their heads and backs. You check your survey journal. It says bushbubs are common here, but they're smaller solitary creatures, so nope. You're too small to be balneal photosynths, which don't usually eat water. You found a new species. Maybe, that'd be cool. You decide to name them just in case. You look at them through your holoculars at maximum zoom. You can kind of make out they have super long jaws, like a huge underbite. The herdings and underbiter. Underbiter sounds like something that a 14-year-old would name them. Something else. Oh, I could just name them whatever I want. Oh. Like a grass thing with an underbite. Right? That's so cool. I get to actually name a species. The temptation to name it something like a Pokemon name is high, but no. Let's come up with something like a 14-year-old would think it's cool. Like, remember, we're 14. We're really smart 14-year-old, but we could still be very great. Okay. Let's see. Same Pokemon name cool, but like maybe, but like this 14-year-old doesn't know Pokemon. I like want to read the thing again for with the description of what they look like. Cause like, maybe something still with underbite. Or something really silly. Something really silly. Grassy fur and hurting my health. True. You tried the description on the stream. Like, what do you mean? No, I can't go back up. Like, I can't scroll at it. Oh, like, just go back in time. Tempting. But I feel like we should just come up with something. Just name it Chompy. Just Chia bites. Nope, I'm told. That's funny. Chia bites. Chia. Naming things is hard, so Chia bites will have to do. You log your discovery. Literally all I can think of is the Chia. Hey, it's Dis. Hey, Dis. What are you doing here? You're not the boss of him. Hey, Solana. Dis greets you cautiously as you pass on the narrow path. Hey, do you want me to show you something? This almost never makes overtures of friendship. Whatever it is must be pretty cool. Yeah, you always find the coolest stuff. You follow him for nearly half an hour. A couple times he stops to listen for something, then continues onward, tromping through the fields of broad-tipped mush trees and swaying antler ferns. After a while, you start to wonder if he's just lost. You're about to say something when he holds his hand up for silence and directs you to crawl under a huge mushroom. On the other side, you have a view down to one of the perfectly round ponds. Taking up most of it is an enormous Xeno, its legs deep underwater. It's a balneal, Dis tells you. They live in the swamps. You don't usually see them here. This one seems totally at home. It dips its long neck and even longer mouth into the pond, sucking up water from the bottom and spewing it out of the spout at the back of its head. The spray of beautiful turquoise water sparkles in the sun. Tiny, colorful bird-like creatures dart around it, catching the tiny fish that come spraying out. Sit and watch quietly. Yep, you enjoy the pretty scene together. Dis loves the quiet. It did take half an hour. I guess it would take some stress. One of your jobs as a surveyor is to document the flora and fauna through photographs. You've spotted a small animal in the crook of a tree. It's so perfectly camouflaged you can only really see when it breathes. You've got a camera built into your holopod, but it's not equipped to capture difficult shots like this. You'll need to put in the work to find a good angle. It's perception, so we can get more perception to art perception. That sounds good. Oh, actually, hold on. You and you and you. Seems good to me. Astute observation. My goodness. I do try. See what I mean? We have so many threes. This is technically not a 3. It's almost never a 3. But it sure does matter sometimes, huh? Oh, Lisa, we can't do that. We can get there. 15 is very doable. 2, 3, 4, 5. That's 6. Why not? Not even close. Yeah, you could have gotten 37, Julia. Like the assist in the game. Looking forward to Sarah Northway. Oh, yeah, that'd be great. The 6er card showing. Oh, yeah, so that was this like weird, it was like kind of like this weird termite hill thing. Here, let me pull it up. It's this thing, this squeeger. It's like there are bugs that live in here, and this is the big. Can I look at it? Thinking, you see, there's this big termite-y thing. If I click on it, nothing happens. So this is as big as this is gonna get. So, nope. No clicky do nothing. So, but yeah, there's this like edible pus. It's not pus. It's sap or whatever that comes out of here. It's basically something kind of, it's like, I don't even know, but it was food. So it helped us, but it does look really disgusting. I will completely agree with you. It looks like snot and gross. Yep, too late to unthink that now. Listen. Yeah, it's pretty disgusting. I'll be real. You climb up a tree and get an angle from above, not disturbing your subject. Comes out great. Very avant-garde. Utopia's glad for the shot. It's a cloudy day. You hear the crash of thunder from somewhere nearby. Loud. Sounds like it's getting closer. Suddenly, a massive, impossibly tall something punctures the low clouds and slams into the ground ahead of you. It's as tall as a skyscraper and a meter wide, covered with chitinous bones like an insect. You think it might be a leg? Another crashes down, then another. The creature's body must be up in the clouds, so high you can't see anything but the legs. A card for a new species would have been so cool. Oh, we can't even stay calm, and we need perception 50. We are at perception 44. We cannot get that in time. But, tell you what we can do. We can see if we have something in our inventory that can give us some perception. Nope. It's combat and empathy. We don't even have pet. We need to get the pet. I mean, we could do some of the other events to like get more perception, maybe to come back here, but I think it's okay. We don't need the card that bad. It's just really pretty. On maximizing coups for profit, yeah. Stand still. Freeze up in terror, closing your eyes and standing perfectly still. Maybe we'll just pass by. Ooh. You can sense a shadow descending from above you. Something suddenly hits you from the left and you're flung sideways off your feet. A moment later, one of the massive... It's Dis helped you. Slams right down where you've been. Another second, you'd have been flat as the grass underneath it. Oh, no, it's the mysterious stranger. You look up to what hit you, but it or they is already gone, having saved your life. Mysterious stranger is like maybe us in the future. Very possible. But explain we're not interacting. More kudos per kudos. This is true. Definitely make that happen. Series of small circular pools chained together to form an impassable body of water. You don't see an obvious route through, though the path does continue off in the distance on the other side. Yeah. The pond reflecting the hovering text. Oh, yeah. No, the reflections look really great. That's how I actually know there's a boss event over here, because I saw it reflected in the water. It doesn't matter. Five, 3, 4, 5, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, it's like, oh, you could have used this other thing and had a less kuto. Serious stranger chain's really cool. Do you want a hint to progress it? Oh, yeah, actually, I wouldn't mind a hint. There's a narrow place where two pools meet that you think you can leap over. These little ponds look too small to house anything, because I don't have any clues for how I'm supposed to see that stranger more often anyway, so definitely useful to find out. These little ponds look too small to house anything really dangerous, you hope. You approach the water's edge. Leap of faith. You make it over the narrow gap. Nice, you feel empowered. I'm making fast crazy shit. Oh, outside of the colony. Okay. Good to know. So that's... Yeah, look, you can see the text over my head. That's really cool. That's awesome. Okay, then I'll see what happens if I almost die. Making dumb decisions. You hear Dish shouting from nearby to come quick and look at this. You meet up with Dis on a curiously clean part of the path. There's no twigs, pebbles, bits of grass, or the ubiquitous Dorbsmith scales that litter this area. It's almost like it's been swept clean. And there, in the middle of a perfect circle 3 meters wide, is what you can only describe as a shrine. A hollow, waist-height structure made from twigs and packed spark snow forms the centerpiece, and around it are deliberately spaced piles of colorful fruit, flowers, and glittering stones like an offering. Stake it out and wait. Actually, I think we could have asked him more about this. Hold on, let me see if I can actually ask him, like, what is this? I think he made it. I think it's there. Skipped it because I reloaded every adventure. Yeah, I would do the same thing. I would do the same thing. I have been doing the same thing, and I can definitely do that less now to get there. Did you make this? This looks at you as if you started speaking tongues. No, I know you think I'm weird, not this weird. Investigate it. You don't think even this is weird enough to make something like this. It's creepy as hell. It gives you the spooks just standing near it. You try to get inside the structure for a closer look. It's almost big enough for you to crouch inside, but not quite. You accidentally hit it and the whole thing collapses on top of you. Ooh. As you dig your way out, feeling a little bad and also oddly relieved to destroy it, you notice the crystal. I don't think we should destroy that thing. Pray at the shrine. Wish for good luck. Leaving a little rock which seems to match the collection of stuff here. Clap your hands together and bow your head. Think, please watch over us. You don't feel any different. Why did you do the things with your hands? Wait, were you praying? Why? I actually don't know. They say I'm weird. No, I want to stake it out and okay, I can only pick one. Just, right? I just broke someone's stake. I reloaded because I felt too bad. I couldn't do it. Stake it out and wait is the answer. Pray fantasy. Right, but here's the thing. If I pray, then I can't do the perception challenge. So clearly I need this. So it is what it is. Yeah. Okay. 5, 6. I feel like we can't really... Okay, there we go. We can do this without... I didn't want to use this. I don't want the stress. It's not worth it. Yeah, +1 perception too. You hang out for hours but don't discover anything except how boring an idea this was. This takes a nap. You're almost falling asleep when something shuffles into the clearing. It's a bush bub. It crawls slowly down the path. It stops to pick up a pot flower. It stops to pick up a stone. When it arrives at the shrine, it carefully places the flower on the pile of flowers and the stone in the pile of stones. It picks up the stones and repositions it just so. You wonder if this creature is somehow religious, or is it trying to attract a mate with a little show of decor? There's so much you don't know about the animals that live here. Oh, see? It was totally worth it. All right, let's do one more of the events before it kicks us out. Maybe we'll fail it on purpose to see the mysterious stranger shows up again. Don't know if there's a limit to that, so obviously... Right? The bush bubs are so precious. Like, honestly, that's true. The more you learn about anything, creatures, people, stuff, like topics, languages, the more you like it. Like, for reals, the more you appreciate things. Just knowledge is more than just power. It's also empathy and understanding. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Okay, there's a circular ponds. Blah, blah, blah. Something really catches your eye. It's the water in the lake is deep and milky, though you can't see the bottom. It's completely still, almost too still, and so perfectly circular. Remember, you're getting warned about not getting too close to the pool as bravely approach the water. Well, this isn't something that would normally kill us, but maybe. What do you mean by that? Ah. Three, four, super goal. You aren't scared of some pond or whatever might live in it. You march up to the edge, keeping your eyes on the shiny paws and paw around the snow looking for a shiny whatever it is. It's a pretty crystal. Just sit on the ground. Go fine. Okay. Neat. Oh, it didn't take all our stress. Let's do one more thing then. There's definitely another event somewhere around here. But I want to almost die. I want the stranger to show up again. Here we go. It's a chance to be an idiot. Stranger danger? Because this put ourselves in danger to see the stranger. Take a break and play in it. Okay. At least you make a snow buddy, or at least you try. There's no, yeah. Okay, the tiny blue crystals don't pack together very well, and the stuff just quickly melts from the heat of your body. The acidic snow gives you a hot, scratchy rash between your fingers. You probably should have worn gloves. You appraise your lumpy snow buddy. It looks a little sad. Maybe just need some accessories. With some twigs and grass and a weird kind of jelly you find seeping out of the ground. You give your buddy antlers and fur. Looks like a snow bush bub. You're too worn out and tired to continue. You have to go home now. Yeah, now we're at perception 50. And we're better at aminals. Hey, Dis, it's your birthday. Does Dis like things? He likes the medicinal root. That's right. Here you go, buddy. For my birthday? Oh, thank you. Elixirs from a very rare plant. Yep. Defense. Yeah, I did. Ugh. Tange watched a stink roach skitter beyond some nearby boxes, a look of intense disgust on her face. Ugh, I hate it here. She spit, shuddering. Giant bugs, constant peril, climate. We were better off on the ship. Many humans carry the erroneous belief that we are great explorers, but I cannot see how that is true. It would be better if we could photosynthesize, or breathe gases other than oxygen, or endure a greater range of temperatures. Now, you see, all humans have ever had going for us is that, until now, there have been more than enough of us to die idiotic deaths without making a dent in our overall reproductive fitness. Actually, you're forgetting, Tangent, that humans are incredibly adaptive. That is actually one of the things about humans. That is the reason we survive, is because we find anything. Do it. To do something once your character tends to remember. Yeah. No, it's super cool. It's actually one of the things that I really enjoyed about it. It's why you can even save Tammy in the first place, is that, like, when you go back in time, like, you have the special swirly, like, oh, you went back in time and did the thing. You can do it. Seems you've remembered my birthday. How thoughtful of you. I have much to do today. I'll set these aside for later. Thank you. You're welcome. Oh yeah, I'm stressed. I gotta go deal with this. And hopefully we don't all die. You've heard Security Chief Rhett is on the lookout for lookouts. That is, for kids to chill. Oh, yeah. On the top of the walls, I'll afternoon count Zeno. Sounds way better than going class. He gives you once over, eyes narrow. Alright, look over there at the end of the field. What does that sign say? Read it out loud. You can read the side easily. It says, if you can read this, your eyesight is 20/20. Huh, what a weird sign. What does that mean? Rhett nods in approval. Good, you passed. Come back next month and I'll put you on the roster. Do you want to forget? Actually, no, I like these cards. These cards are fun. Keep your memories. Don't need to be biology master in the future. Oh, yeah. Really? That's super amazing. That's really cool, actually. Very curious at the lookout duty. It's another +3 perception. Yeah, it actually seems like not a terrible thing to do. But for the most part, I think we'll just want to... Well, I mean, we can't even explore anyways. There's nothing to explore. Groundhogs. Seriously? Wow, that's... Okay, that's a fun name. I like it. You know what? Actually, I think we're going to be on lookout duty. You show up bright and early for muster with the other garrison recruits. It's mostly younger people. The older, more experienced security officers are all posted up for guard duty. And like a groundhog to save her. Well, I mean, Groundhog's Day, right? Nemini is here, though, her rowdy red hair tied back into a poof. She shoots you a little grin as she falls in formation beside you. You shift from foot to foot awkwardly, not sure where to put your hands. Anemone nudges you with her elbow, gestures you should stand like her, with your hands clasped loosely behind your back. You manage that just as Security Chief Rhett comes to speak to recruits. Good morning, recruits, he calls, his voice cutting through the still morning air. He pauses, looking at the assembled band of motley youth, and taps his ear. Good morning, Security Chief Rhett. We'll be working on that, he says. Working on the garrison isn't like other jobs. Children here, you'll be expected to give 100% every day. If you burn some food in the kitchen or shovel the wrong pile of dirt in geoponics, it's no big deal. But here, it can be a matter of life or death, not just for you, but everyone in the colony. Miracle work. That sounds super duper cool, like legitimately, because like the save files can't be normal save files at that point. Like you can go back in time, but you have to go back, but certain things need to be saved in a different place than other things. The narrative octopus. Wow. Yeah, seriously, like this game. Yeah, thank you. Really appreciate it, Kira, because that sounds really, really cool, especially for anyone even remotely interested in game design. Hidden. So, but yeah, no, it deserves more. It deserves more knowledge. It deserves more everything. Like, this game is completely unique. God bless it. Wow. That's sad. Yeah, well, it's okay. Bulldog, you did miss a little bit of the game design conversation. However, we will get to hear more about it. So basically, we were talking how in this game, one of the mechanics of this game is going back in time. And not just like going back, but like also when you reload the game, certain things that you've done, certain things your character has done, etc., are remembered by your character. Not only do you have new options in the game when you go back in time, but also just when you start a new game, the things you've done in previous playthroughs are remembered so that you're able to like skip certain things or like accomplish certain things which otherwise took a lot of time and effort to do in the first place. It's really cool. Yeah. Yeah, I'm also like, yeah, cozy game started crying with game days. Oh yeah, it is not a cozy game. This is not a cozy game. This is a serious business. Your feels are gonna be hit hard game, especially when you make mistakes. It's brutal. I think it's just a lot of it I didn't hear about it. Nonary Games did that too. Wait, really? Oh man, that's been on my list of like, I don't know, did I buy that? I don't know if I bought it. It's on my wish list, because it just looked like a really fun concept, but that's making me more and more interested. Yeah, people don't appreciate reading as much as they should. But reading's great, especially when they're not spending all that time like voicing everything. They can write so much more. Challenging for sure. Good to know. Yeah, with the art style, I was not sure what kind of game it was either. And that's fair. It's unique. It's meant to be unique. I do wish overall it was just, you know, really... I wish it had been better advertised. Turn on the extended descriptions. Okay. Just wanna... Okay. This plays NDS emulator. Okay. Good to know. That's really, really good to know, because I did not know that was a thing. Okay. Loyalty, dedication, self-sacrifice, and honor. These are the soldier's creed, Rhett says, steely-gazed and even. You wonder how many battles he saw on Earth. Just like your mom, he doesn't like to talk about it. This is not a place for half-assed kids to run around and play soldier. You look around awkwardly at the other recruits. Isn't this a little intense for lookout duty? Rhett catches your attention, wavering, and speaks directly to you, staring you right in the eye. Laziness and ego have no place here. If you slack off and let something slip past you, you could die. Your friends, your family could die. This isn't school, he booms. This is real life. Real danger. If you blink too long, you're all dead. Take the no blink challenge seriously. Hell yeah. It hurts your eyeballs, but you stare Rhett down until he actually laughs. Well, cracks a smile anyways. Looks away at first. PC port turns off the entire screen worth of text. Why would you do that? So that makes me... Okay, that makes me want to play it and not stream it. That makes me want to play... That makes me want to play on the DS, because, like, I have a DS, and I could play it on the DS. Just, like, actually play it on the Nintendo DS. Maybe I'll give that a go. Okay, so maybe that won't be a stream game. We'll see. Because, like, I thought it'd be cool to share it with you guys, but if the PC port is just that much worse, which unfortunately it is just really hard to port stuff from the DS, just because the DS was kind of unique. Either it really utilized the touchscreen and the double screen situation, or it, I mean, those are the best games, honestly, where they really utilize the double screen thing. It's okay if you turn on the inside. Okay, so maybe I will still get it on Steam. We'll see. That's the spirit, Solana, he says, clapping you on the shoulder. Don't mean to scare you kids. Yes, you do. He addresses the rest of the group. But I really need you to know, this isn't a fun little game. You can't sneak your little friends into the watchtower. You can't work on your homework. You can't catch up on sleep. Even though the lookout duty seems like an easy job for kids to do to keep busy, it's very important. I need you to take it seriously, like Solana here. Honestly, I just wanted the perception bonus. DS heads up. DS, honestly, one of my favorites. DS was incredible. Okay, let's see. 2 extra. This card is so good. Love it. Love it so much. I wonder. We could have done better, but I still like it. Minus stress. Nintendo DS is better than Switch for me. I mean, I really like the Switch. I really, really like the Switch, but the kind of design that they were able to do with the Nintendo DS was unique. I'll definitely give them that. Just for Smash. Yeah, I mean, I got a Switch for a lot of things. And I will say, the Switch is a great place to play Okami, even though I should have played it with the motion controls the entire time, and I didn't for some reason, because I thought it wouldn't work on my stream. I just thought I couldn't do it while streaming, and I didn't try. And I'll regret that forever. But hey, Okami 2? Okami the sequel. I can't believe that's real. I cannot believe that's real. I cannot believe they're making more Okami. I'm just so excited about it. Yes? I guess so. Sweet Okami. Hype. Oh my god, yes. Yeah, the Pro controllers are incredible, actually, and there's a lot of really good Pro controllers. That's why I usually play things on the Pro controller, even things you shouldn't. GameCube style, oh, those were really good. I love them. No, Calm Temperament's amazing. You're on lookout duty when you hear the sound, a deep rumbling in the distance. You hear tremendous crackling, and when you peer through your holoculars, you can see the canopy of the forest begin to collapse in on itself. Entire trees being trampled underfoot. Something enormous is coming this way. You triggered the sirens, waking everyone. It's still a few clicks away, so the soldiers have time to get into position. You watch its movements by the falling of trees and relay that to the security officers below. 10 minutes later, it breaks the tree line to charge, a massive blur in the dark, plowing into the east wall. The thing is so tall, the wall only comes up to its chest. What you can see is horrible. A mess of I'm leaving it, pinky, fleshy tentacles and blinking eyes pocked with jagged asymmetrical teeth. It charges straight through the walls and into the colony. If you'd been standing on the east wall, you'd be dead now. Run down to face it. You don't know what gives you the courage, but you run out to face this horrible face to... It doesn't have a face. I remember this thing. Not... Just... Definitely a cozy game, y'all. Definitely cozy game art. If you control with you're playing it wrong. I actually will agree. I played the entire Okami game wrong. I did play it. I did have a blast. But I did play it wrong. I think I did actually try to do something other than those controllers, and I wasn't getting it to work for some reason with my stream setup, or I don't know. I never tried to fix it. Don't know. But I did what I did. It is what it is. I will definitely basically use me as a reason to do the other things, though I still forever will love beating the final boss with capitalism. I will say no more for no spoilers for other people, but it would be great. This must be a boss fight of some kind. It certainly is a boss. In place of a face or even a head, its body just unzips, revealing a mess of writhing pink tentacles and blinking eyes. Yeah. It stands on 4 enormously powerful legs, each as wide across as tree trunks, clinging to its back, and its thick slug-like tail are clumps of lichen that glow faintly in the night. Oh, yeah, no, it's... Exactly. I completely took it this way, Bulldog, 100%, and I completely agree with you. Basically, like I said, let me be the example to show why, even though you'll still have a great time, you should definitely play with emotion controls. Yeah, like if you want to fully immerse, you got to embrace the technology the way the designers intended, because, well, it's part of the fun. That's what makes it fun. This back of its thick slug-like tail. Its creature is nearly twice the height of a greenhouse. It's standing on top of a flattened one, the wreckage of lattice and plants all around. Flickers of light and plas rifles and stun gloves light from underneath, and the stench of ozone is thick in the air. You see Anemone, Brother Calm, darting around its legs with her twin shocks of red hair. Faceless creature lurches in other greenhouse. Oblivious soldiers. This is going to be very bad for our situation. Fine, you can win the capitalism, I guess. It was funny. It was funny. I mean, I did have to do more than just that, but it mostly was the capitalism. The monster left a trail of destruction from where it smashed right through the walls. Smaller creatures are pouring in through the gap and heading towards a wall of laser fire, thanks to your advance warning. The smaller creatures are obliterated long before they can get further into the colony. Some stragglers make it almost all the way to the doors to command, and Commander Unicott inside before they're gunned down. Strange that they ignore other targets, go straight for command. Almost tactical. But you have another, much bigger problem to worry about. You have to do something. Help an enemy in calm. You run towards Geoponics, picking up a handful of rocks as you cross the barren fields. When Calm sees you, he gestures beautifully. Get out of here, Solana. You're gonna get yourself killed. Grip your rocks in defiance. You're sick of being told to hide like a child. You want to help. It's not impossible. It's not impossible. It's gonna be super hard, though. Like, super, super hard. 3. This will be the font. I really hate when they put it in the middle like that. I really hate when they do this to me. They just absolutely always mess me up. Because it was like, cool, I have this. It's impossible now to make this because it's in the middle. Oh, you could do the minus stress. I can. I probably will, actually. 0, 1. Oh. 1, 2. 1, 2, 3. There you go. Look, you can't stop me from everything. Game. Okay. Of course. How am I supposed to do a 3, 4, 5? 7, 8. Can't. 3, 4. Oh, there's no 3. 4, 5, 4, 5, 4, 5, 5, 5. What's worth more, a pair or? I mean, you can push through. We can just stress it up. We can also use some of our items. We have a lot of them. Okay, let's see. We can. Okay, we have a 3, 4, 5. But we could have, like we had before. We can get 7, 8. And we just need this to be a 6. And we can just do that. I mean, we could use the mush. Mushy mush. I feel like we can. Well, let's see. Do you have the blaster equipped? No, I don't. That would have been smart. I definitely should have had that equipped, but I did not. I still can. I can go back in time. Fix that problem because, like, everything else I have, yeah, it's bravery. I need that, but I don't need the persuasion. All right. Min-maxing. Mostly because I don't want to waste, like, stress and stuff if I don't have to. Okay. New save. I was on lookout. It's smarter to be on lookout when you know. Okay, good morning. Challenge, seriously. He likes us. Okay. That's different than it was before. Isn't it? Oh, no, this is the same. And I could pop in and say, hi, must return to the move out process. Oh, good luck. Oh my gosh, have fun with this for sure. Also, yeah, making bosses more resistant to the exorcist slips would have been smart for sure. Yes, enjoy your new apartment. Congratulations on this big, important, amazing change in your life. Like, that's super cool. I know also moving is super exhausting, so make sure you take those breaks when you can. And yeah, thanks again for stopping by. CRT loyalists. Oh yeah. Yeah, so speaking of CRTs, CRTs, like literally I've seen the images on the internet where like games did look better on CRTs because they were made to work on the CRT. Like pixels looked better because they were supposed to be a certain way. And like you see some of the stuff now and it's just totally different than how it was originally meant to be seen. And you can't really replicate that. We don't have a way to replicate that at this point in time, which is a pain. Banana fact. There's a banana at my apartment. Okay, goodbye. Enjoy your banana. Keep those potassium levels high. Run down to face it. You don't know what gives you the courage, but you run out to the fields to face the horrible creature face to face. I do love this art, though. It's so pretty. No face. Help anemone come. Challenge. Okay, this is back to where we were before. Okay. So, I think it was... 0, 1, 2. No, we had like a little thing right at the beginning. It was neat. It was nice. 155, I think. Yeah, we 155, and then 0, 1. No, it was 1, 2, 3, 6, and then we had this. This is get the thing for the gems. Why does this feel different than what we had before? It does feel different. No, we had like the different cards before. That's funky. We still have the +10 to combat, the +2 to these challenges in general. It's currently more stress than we had before to deal with. 4, 4, 3, 4, 4. Oh, we could get another 4 next to a 4. It does feel worse than it was before, yeah, but like it's literally different cards, which is weird because usually those are saved. But like it's also fine. I guess it's fine. We can't really get 3 4s in a row anyways because of this shenanigans, but what we can do is we can do some shenanigans to get things to actually function the way we want them to. So like for example, we can do like 3 4 5. Okay, so 4 4 4 5. We can, yeah, we can make this happen. Okay, so 5 6 3 5 6. We do 4 5 6. Very easy. I know it's a bobber fruit, but still 4 5 6 36. Yeah, that's enough. Hey, we only used 2 bobber fruits. We have a lot of that stuff before. That seems fine. Like we could definitely have done it before with items with +3. Neat. You try your hardest, but even with the full force of defense squad, you can barely keep it contained near the farms. You dart in and around the battle, throwing rocks and making noise to keep the abomination's attention away from the rest of the colony. Its tentacles whip around, slapping the ground and knocking into people, picking them up and throwing their helpless bodies like dolls, only to be crushed under its massive trunk-like feet. The fields are littered with bodies of the fallen. Sweat stings your eyes, but you somehow stay on your feet. Others aren't so lucky. Sylvana, watch out! Com cries out, and you look up just in time to dodge the wet slap of a tentacle, tripping over a body and sprawling to the dirt yourself. The faceless makes a horrible noise from deep inside its craw, flecking you with spittle as your guts liquefy from the near miss. You're close enough to feel the sick heat radiating off of it. It doesn't have a face, but you realize with horror that it sees you. Zzz. The beam of a plasma rifle arcs over your head, and the faceless roars again and turns its attention to Com. No! No! You scream and uselessly cover your head as it lumbers over you. As you scramble to your feet, you see Com go flying through the air. He lands a few meters away with a sickeningly wet crunch. Anemone cries in horror. She runs to Com's side, but it's too late. His body's bent at an unnatural angle, his eyes open and his face frozen in stupefied terror. He looks unreal, like a wax mannequin. He's just gone. Like that. Anemone lets out a primal scream of pain, and you can see the thought ignite in her mind, contorting her face with ugly fury as she stands up to launch herself at the faceless again. Grab her arm and she yells at you in wordless rage before collapsing to her knees, throwing her body over Com's and sobbing like the scared teenager she is. You can only stand and watch. You hear a colossal cracking noise and look up to see the faceless stumble towards the stratospheric. With a roar that shakes your very molecules, it loses its balance for the last time and falls onto the ship, Metal screams as the ship buckles and gives way. Whole pieces of the corridor's wing shear off as your home opens up like a tin can, spilling its contents into the square. The strato lurches, then collapses under the creature's weight. The abomination is slain. But as wails of grief join the whimpers of the dying, you have to wonder, at what cost? The council calls an all-colony meeting to face the aftermath of the attack. In the oppressive gloom of glow, you gather near engineering with the other survivors. It's one of the few buildings still standing. The corpse of the faceless still sits in the caved-in wreckage of the stratospheric. Yeah, actually, it would be great to know, like, is it, okay, wait until, if this person has already died, please let me know. If they are someone who has not died yet, then don't tell me yet who. Okay, all right, unavoidable. All right, thank you, because I was really wondering if it was possible. Thank you, because there's a part of me that's like, oh god, do I need to go back all the way to the very beginning and just do a second playthrough where I can save this boy? Good to know. Thank you. The corpse of the faceless still sits in the stratospheric, spilling its flaccid pink tentacles from its horrible zipper-toothed maw. It's already beginning to stink. At least the governor survived. Governor Udicott takes the stage and thanks you personally for sounding the alarm. Really sad. Com seemed like a really cool dude. Because of your bravery, many lives were saved. She also acknowledges the bravery of the defense squad, citing their heroism in finally taking down the faceless. Geoponics is gone, the greenhouse is destroyed, and fields trampled. After a year of suffering, starving, and only barely scraping by, you're not just back to where you started, it's even worse. The entire front half of the stratospheric has been destroyed. The living quarters, the canteen, the garrison, the lounge, even the creche. It's all gone. It's only by some stroke of luck that people hiding in the creche weren't all killed. I think this, okay, I have a question. Is this event changeable or unavoidable? Like, I know it's slightly changeable. I know that there are certain small factors. Can you massively change this in general? Like, because, like, is one of the goals, is this going to be my new goal? Is this going to make everyone die? Do I now need to figure out how to stop this thing from happening from, like, way, way, way back? Or is this something that we need this to happen to continue, or some form of this? Like, I'm sure there are ways that we can, this is a constant. Okay. That's a good way to phrase it. Thank you. Because, like, I was like, is this going to be like the starving thing again, where I have to go all the way back to the beginning and do everything again differently? Because I also remember this seems kind of really close to a lot of stuff we've been seeing, like, visions about, even without, like, loading. And we did know about this thing. It was better than last time. Because we did the thing. You're about to have your world expanded. Okay, now I'm excited. Governor Udicott solemnly reads the names of those who lost their lives. Too many. You all stand for a moment of silence. You feel the weight of loss like a blow to your chest. Mid-games? Yeah. Actually, Algo, that's a really good point. Massive props to these devs. My god. Seriously. I hope this game is able to still find, like, its audience in the future. I hope that, like, one day this will become a cult classic. Really. Because, whoa. Anemone and her family cry out when her brother Calm's name is called, and their quiet sobbing continues through the silence. With the living quarters destroyed, everyone moves into engineering wing for shelter. You're crowded into the classroom with other families. The adults try to make it seem like a sleepover, but you're all still so shaken. Tammy doesn't return to the classroom. Little ones get out okay, but she's still in medbay and will be for a while. Anemone cries about her brother and screams at anyone who tries to comfort her. Eventually, you just ignore her grief, as painful as it is to hear her sobbing at night. You feel like you've been awake for days and you'll never fully sleep again. We are so sad. Some jobs and actions can't be performed. Hooray, you can get physical skill increases, but most of them no. Eventually, there's no way to... You try, but you keep jerking awake, crying out in fear. Eventually you fall asleep, sitting up, held in your father's arms. Your sleep is fitful, but mercifully dreamless. Whose birthday is it? It's my birthday. You haven't even spoiled all the spoilers. Do the schnozberries taste like schnozberries? Oh my god. There is no geoponics. Oh my god. Everything is different now. The save name was fitting. Ah, yeah, pretty much. Pretty much. Tangent frowns. I just don't understand. Why now? Why does it keep getting worse? Mars crosses her arms and sulks. What is the point of having all these kudos if I can't actually use them to like buy stuff we need? Like, hello, it's not like I can mail order more supplies to the wormhole. I still have engineering. Garrison's gone. This examining a bit of rubble, turning it over in his hands. I wonder if we're ever gonna find like cool alien dig. Mom looks overdrawn with a lack of sleep. Careful out there, she says wearily. Don't want anything to happen to you too. Cal puts on a brave smile. We have a lot to be thankful for. We're still alive. That has to count for something, right? Like the other people in geoponics, your dad has been working day and night to salvage what he can after the attack. It's gonna be okay, he promises. We just need to work hard. So little that can be done. Can't even go explore. It's learning or nothing. That's it. Engineering is crammed with families and what belonging mourn. Oh. If we mourn, do we get to do other stuff? You could spend your time in your crowded temporary lodging in the classroom or help the adults try to fix things. If I mourn, do I make this go away? Probably not. Let's find out. Hold on. The first month of quiet passes, each day plodding one after the other. You continue to have trouble sleeping in the classroom barracks. There's just nowhere else to go. Every day you wake with the others and try to make the best of it. Grief and anger come in waves, not just for you, but for everyone. Some days are better than others. A mass funeral is held for the people who died from the attack. Usually, the family and close friends would assemble in the recycling room and watch as their loved one is placed in the organics recycler, but there are too many dead this time. I think he prefers the glow. He might. He might. He does enjoy quiet in general. But yeah, no, glow is probably pretty cool for him. Their bodies are laid out in neat rows in the canteen instead. More dead people than you'd ever seen at once outside of the holovid. Governor Unicott looks impossibly frail, bent with grief as she stands among the bodies and leads the ceremony. When Calm's name is mentioned, Anemone lets out a choking sob and throws her arms around her mother and remaining brothers. Why'd he have to die? She wails, her grief punctuating the otherwise solemn crowd. It's not fair. It's not fair. Aunt Anne tries to calm her down, but Anemone breaks away and runs over to Calm's body. No one has the heart to stop her. She rests her head on his unmoving chest, giving him one last hug. After the names are read and the bodies moved to the recycling room, people gather for an informal memorial. It's awkward at first with the lingering miasma of grief heavy on everyone's thoughts, but eventually someone breaks out a guitar and the tension eases. Oh, ebbs. Your mom stays until the particle disintegrators have finished their work, then slips away to deliver the remains back to the soil. Follow her. You go with your mom to deliver the organic remains to the compost heap. You watch her respectfully tip them into the precious brown dirt that remains, then help her turn it with rakes to incorporate them, literally, into the future of the colony. It's annoying. They know I can't get empathy, but they're still taunting me by things I could have gotten if only I wasn't in mourning. But I have to be in mourning from this event. She stands with you when you're done, offering them one last moment of silent thanks. I wonder if I could have done the other thing instead. I don't know. On Earth, they used to say, ashes to ashes, dust to dust. Your mom says, some kind of religious thing, never learned why, but I like knowing that everything I took from the ground so that I can live, I'll get to give back one last time. Tangent into, don't talk about that, Mom. You already died, and it didn't happen. We went back and fixed it. Tangent and Chief Engineer Instance have been hard at work in the lab trying to find a cure for the shimmer disease. You join them in their research. You're the one who found a sample of the shimmer fungus and analyzed it. You're the one whose father suffers the most from it. You confirmed it is an airborne fungal disease. The thick, choking spores are the same in the Valley of Vertigo. The ones that colonize the host turn them into more spore-producing fungus. You have a long due breakthrough. Sunlight. You try. I actually did get a +1 from that, which is hilarious. You try inoculations, antibiotics, antifungal creams, but what finally works is high-intensity light treatment, mimicking the full force of the suns during dust, coupled with an injection to increase its potency. Of course, Tange exclaims, the fungus colonizes animal life during pollen, and some succumb to it, but the intense light of dust scourges the fungus from the survivors. It's all part of the natural cycle. Tested on an animal, okay. That treatment works on samples, not a test on a subject. That is safe. This is a tolerable seat, right? It's on yourself. You open a triple locked research room and pass through an airlock. I know, it's hard. I'm making the responsible choice. It's just, I see the thing that says, oh, do you want animals? And I'm like, well, does it give me a point? Pass through an airlock. You don't have your enviro suit on, but that's the point. You need a strong dose of this fungus in your lungs. The small room is filled with a shimmer fungus. It's growing on everything. The floor, the walls, lumpy shapes that were some kind of biological matter once. Now it's just fungus, violet and shiny. You breathe in deeply, marveling in the feeling of soupy, dangerous air filter infiltrating your body. Dange watches safely from behind the thick plexiglass. You can't tell if she's jealous or impressed. Next, you slide in the light therapy machine to bask in the nice warm light for a while. You even have a nap. Dr. Instance takes your vitals and runs samples of your fluid through various machines. She's excruciatingly thorough, but after a few days, she concludes the treatment is a success. You still carry a high fungal load, but its effects have been nullified by the light therapy. Remarkable, Instance says, going over to your findings. Now that we have frontline therapy, we can begin treating the population to prevent the fungus from taking hold. This is something we probably remember. Just describe the smell, right? Earthiness with hints of cinnamon. Oh, you know what? That's my headcanon now, too. Just cinnamony. She looks over at Tange. Salona's discovery will be of great help with our other research. You sped Tangent might be cross you got the credit, but she nods, looking pleased. You're just thankful no one else is killed, not your father or anyone else. The colony is safe from the shimmer. Safe from the shimmer. Do you want to forget something? Nope. I mean, weirdly, I have a lot of these, but I think it's fine. Keep your memories. The sun's finally dawned again on your birthday. You wake early and climb to the top of engineering to watch the first sun's watery rays break the horizon as the wormhole recedes across the sky. Dawn should represent hope after a long period of darkness. But this light only reveals the full extent of the damage to the colony. You've been having trouble sleeping, like most people. It's hard to find rest, crammed in the classroom with all the other kids and their families, and every time you close your eyes, you see... you shake your head to clear the memories. You pull your blanket more tightly around your shoulders. Not your blanket. That one's gone, and stare out as the sun rises on the horizon, meager and sickly. Smells are one of the least described things. I would actually agree with that. Like, they talk about sensations, but the scents themselves is interesting. Hey, kiddo, you hear. Then your mom comes and sits down beside you. Thought I'd find you here. You both sit in silence for a while, watching the sunrise pick out all the broken glass littering the fields, glimmering like a field of stars. After a few minutes, your mom nudges you with her elbow. So, your first apocalypse, huh? She huffs, smiling self-depreciatingly. First one's always the hardest, she sighs. When the first colony was attacked, back on Earth, I thought that was it. Everything my parents told me about, the power of community, all that, I thought they were full of shit, too. She turns and gives you a serious look. It's okay to be sad right now. And mad, too. I'm mad as hell. I want to get out there and rip every goddamn mushroom out of the ground. And that's keeping me going for now. But it's not going to be forever, Solana, she continues. Eventually, that sadness and rage is going to cool, and you have to figure out how to feel after that. She points to your chest. Hope lives here, she says. It's the human condition. We just don't know when to give up. Your mom squints out in the sunrise. I had to figure out how to have hope, too. I needed it. To get on a busted-up spaceship with your dad and launch myself through a wormhole. Hope is why we had you. She smiles. Things work out in unusual ways, Solana. Just takes time. You watch the sunrise together for a few more minutes. After a bit, your mom pulls out a little box tied with a piece of gardening twine. From your father and I, she says. Happy birthday, kiddo. You know what it is before you open it up. Your old medallion, the one your dad made, with the sun on it to represent Earth, was broken during the attack. In the chaos, you didn't even notice, but your parents did and made you a new one. It's like you remembered. A similar design with a wormhole this time to represent Fortuna. You thank her and squint out in the swirling wormhole, still barely visible in the brightening sky. It's so massive and awe-inspiring this time of year, but you always seems to herald disaster. You're happy to watch it fade away into the daylight. Your mom lets out a dark chuckle, slaps you on the back. What a birthday. Here's to another one, right? You both head back downstairs to the wreckage of the canteen, where they put temporary roofing up whatever tarps and scraps could be found. The colony nanoprinters, the few that still run, have been working day and night to replace the necessities of life, but larger construction projects are going to take some time. Anton has coaxed the kitchen nanoprinters into making soy gruel and press bars. Life-sustaining, but depressing. You and the other colonists eat your breakfast in stony silence as you mentally prepare for the day. Governor Udicott looks more frail than you've ever seen her, but her eyes remain determined. Repair on the walls is in progress. There's talk of building them taller and thicker, but you just don't have the resources to both improve the walls and rebuild the living quarters at the same time. There's still so much to do. Speed run is, oh my goodness. Yeah, no, 33 minutes. There's no way. There's absolutely no way. Okay, I'm still in morning. So, okay. I know. Morning check. Oh, hold on. No. Good morning. I need to check something. So, we need to load. Everything is different now. Go to everything is different now. What? If you wait to close, I mean, I can go back. What's up? All I wanted to check was like, if I did the other thing instead, because like the morning just, like all the morning did was, I thought you're ending stream. Oh no, not yet. I just didn't want to mourn because mourning was just like the minus stress actually. And in the end I was like, oh, but I won't get anything for, I will get stuff for this. It's fine. So we're going to do this. We'll still go, I'll skip through the other parts that we've already read because I will end up having to do mourning. It didn't make this go away anyways, so might as well. Yep, some days are better than others. You're assigned to help rebuild the walls. The first part of the month is spent just dragging away their wreckage, sorting it into salvage or recycling. By the time that's done, crews disassembling parts of the stratospheric have delivered enough salvage you can begin packaging up the walls. A sense of urgency permeates the crew. After everything, people need to feel safe. Dis is on the work crew with you, something he does begrudgingly. Walls didn't help the first time, he grumbles whenever anyone asks for his opinion. We should just tear them all down and live like the animals do. If someone planted a bunch of buildings on my land, I'd be pissed off too. I mean, this is kind of right, but like, we should still help. hard. It seems okay. By the end of the month, you've made some noticeable progress. There are other priorities and not a lot of construction material, but when last year's mushwood harvest is done drying out, you'll be able to do more. Even disinfrate didn't help the first time. It's better than nothing. Oh. Haha, yeah, we can. We can actually do the cure anyways. Which is great. But we also already knew. Subtly help them. You offered help and nudged their research in the right direction. Now Tange can get the thing. Due to what looks like a series of happy accidents, you achieve a breakthrough in a matter of weeks, so it would have taken years. Sunlight. Yep. You know this works. Test on yourself. Yay! Remarkable. Get to. Colony is safe from the shimmer. Okay, card becomes physical. The last, like, when I did the thing last time, like, it just, yeah, before the groundhog thing, like, literally I just did it naturally. I just actually had gotten there. Yeah, so when you went away for those, like, 5 minutes. Exactly. You get it. You get it. I feel like I can do this better. For sure. Yeah, when we were talking about smells. Exactly, that was when. The sun's finally dawn again on your birthday. You wake early and climb to the top of engineering to watch the first sun's watery rays break the horizon as a wormhole recedes across the sky. Dawn should represent hope after a long period of darkness, but this light only reveals the full extent of damage to the colony. You've been having trouble sleeping. Yep. Hey kiddo, thought I'd find you here. It's very sweet of her. It's honestly a really lovely scene. It's really good they let you go poop, 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 poop really fast through it because, like, I remember the scene, but I don't have to, like, worry about anything that's happening here. Soul-destroying artwork in the game. Okay. Seems like the only thing you can do is still just helping with the walls and stuff, so... I mean, we'll mourn eventually, because there's really nothing else to do in the meantime. You're assigned to help out in geoponics. The agriculturists have been hard at work trying to salvage what they can of the ruined fields and destroyed greenhouses, but there's still a lot of work to be done. Your mom is in fine form as her role of chief cultivator. She'd never admit it, but managing a crisis is what she's made for. Cal's working in geoponics too. He smiles when he sees you. Hey Solana, there's lots of stuff to do. What do you want to work on? Rebuild the animal pens? The pens only suffered minor damage during the attack. Weirdly, most of the damage seems to come from inside the pens, as if the normally tame animals have been stirred into a frenzy. Tangent is also here, though it's not to help hammer and nail things. She's studying the animals, trying to figure out what could have influenced them. She takes blood and hair samples and readings with some sort of complicated brain scanning device. Interesting, is all she says. Try not to explain her findings to you or Cal. Everyone is worried that this will be the final nail in the coffin for your food supply after the famine last year. You try not to think about it too hard, instead focus on just doing what you can to help rebuild. That going full Last of Us, yeah, it would make the... yeah, it really would. It would be super sad. I might as well. 33. It's the same. At least we're getting some stuff. Getting some toughness. Helps, I think. You're eating in the mess tents when you hear something rumbling. Your bowl and cutlery start rattling. People look around in alarm. Could it be another attack? So soon? You begin to hear shouting from outside. Someone runs into the tent. There's something falling from the sky. They shout, "It's on fire." You join the crowd of people leaving your temporary structures to gather in the colony square. People are squinting up into the milky, quiet sunlight, pointing and gesturing wildly. It's impossible to miss the thing hurtling towards you from space. It's like a great big ball of fire coming straight for you. Is this it? Is this the end? After all you've been through, a meteor's gonna land in the middle of your already ruined colony and kill you all? It's a ship? Another ship? The same ship? Confetti cannon for that. Like, what? It's another spaceship from Earth. The same one. Is this why we have these dreams? You stare up unbelievingly at the rapidly approaching ship. The flames of its entry into the atmosphere dissipate, but a thick column of greasy black smoke trails behind it. Soon you can hear, right? I did not expect this at all. Not even a little bit. This is why the world is expanding. Soon you can hear the whistle of it ripping through the atmosphere at terminal velocity. It's coming right at us. That is not a controlled descent. It's an enormous ship coming at you way too fast. The ship's reverse thrusters fire, trying to slow it down so it doesn't smash into a billion pieces when it hits the planet. Everyone scatters to take cover. You crouch behind some rocks, throw your arms over your head, and squeeze your eyes shut. You hear the massive spaceship touch down in geoponics, plowing through fields and grinding over what was left of the greenhouse. You're thrown to the ground from the force of the impact as shrapnel and small rocks zing past your head. It grinds along like some roaring monster, cutting a great scar through the colony and kicking up an enormous cloud of dust. Finally, the ship comes to a creaking, shuddering halt. You and the other colonists carefully crawl out of your hiding place. Oh, it's a different name. Okay. Coughing and rubbing your eyes. The new ship is half buried and obscured by dust. You can tell it's from Earth. They squint to make out the stenciled letters. Heliopause. A hatch opens in its side and silhouettes begin to emerge. Silhouettes with guns. Soldiers march out of the dust and quickly surround all the remaining colonists. More soldiers from two parallel lines form the ship to square their guns and parade rest, and a lone figure strides down the center towards you. Greetings, fugitives of Earth. What is this? I'm sorry, what? What is this chest? This is Loom. He really likes to show off the chest triangle. I immediately don't like him. A dismayed murmur ripples through the crowd. The adults exchange significant looks. Chief Engineer Instance tries to slip out of the crowd. You stop by the line of shoulders. The man smiles. He has a broad, easygoing smile that doesn't match the threatening aura of the soldiers, nor the smoking ruin of the ship behind him. "I am Commander Loom," he says proudly. "As captain of the Heliopause, I have come to render aid and bring you to justice." The Heliopause soldiers have the colonists around and shove you gently but forcefully back into the crowd. Listen to the others. Fine. Udicott steps forward out of the crowd. "You're not the commander of the Heliopause," she says firmly. "Where's the person I was speaking to, Commander Morikawa?" "Oh, you were Udicott has been in communication with the ship? For how long?" "I am also concerned." "I am the captain of the Heliopause," Loom repeats stubbornly. "According to the chain of command, we, sustained significant loss of personnel when we went through the wormhole." You can't help but notice many of the soldiers exchange looks this time. You wonder how many people had to die before Loom became commander. Oh my god, it's true. They are hiding stuff. Mars, though she is a little extra super blunt, she's right about a lot of things. Like, she's not wrong. She's just a teenager and doesn't know how to express it properly. But also, she's a teenager, so no one will listen to her. So she kind of doesn't have a choice. Oh, but she's like, well, no one's listening to me anyways. I might as well be as loud and annoying about it as possible, so they at least pay attention. "As a commanding officer," Loom continues, "I declare this colony be under our protection. As such, you are all now subject to the laws of Earth. To be quite blunt, young man, it appears you need us as much as we need you. The Vertumnan colony such as offers our hospitality to get our guests from Earth." Loom opens his mouth, but Udicott cuts him off. Now, there's no need for this posturing. Whatever the purpose of your mission here, you'll soon learn that on this side of the wormhole, we are all human. Right now, we need each other more than we need mandates from Earth. Udicott turns to the assembled colonists. "Effective immediately, I will be stepping down as governor and turning leadership of the council to Lum of the Heliopause. she says, smiling genially to him. I hope that will satisfy your cravings for justice, at least while we have to get our feet under us. Judging from the number of guns on display, you don't think you have a choice in this. It's a good thing the colony's in such pathetic shape right now, your mom mutters under her breath. If they thought we were a threat, they'd probably just have shot us. Your dad squeezes your shoulders and tells her to be quiet. No one knows how to react. A new governor from Earth? Nearly 100 new colonists, most of them trained soldiers? What does this mean for the colony? The crowd disperses slowly, and the council members follow Lum back to the heliopause, presumably to talk about the future of the colony. You hope. You track down your friends. Hey, everyone. Wait, where's Dis? Of course he's not here. So what do you think about these new people? Mars asks. I mean, I feel like we'll end up making new friends, but it's just like, they're just gonna boss us around. Tangent Knots, they don't live here. They don't know what it's like. They're just gonna swoop in and act like they're better than us. She hugs her arms around herself. Did you see what they were doing to Instance? The entire colony, now twice as many of you, sets to work on salvaging the wreckage of the heliopause, tearing it down and combining it with the Stratospheric's remaining engine section. Spirits are high, though. These new colonists from the heliopause aren't like any people you've met before. With their uniforms and weapons, they're more like an invading force than a rescue. You aren't sure what this means for the colony or your future. How are they communicating through wormhole? Questions we do not have answers to. Well, that's absolutely bonkers crazy year. As the dust settles, you rebuild your colony around this new ship, the heliopause. The new arrivals, soldiers mainly, are aloof at first. Many see you as fugitives. Together you build new walls, living quarters, greenhouses, and a massive bunkered garrison. The Stratos engineering wing is the only remainder of your old colony. The heliopause brought enough rations for another 5 years, as well as a rich seed bank and working hydroponics. Oh man, that's actually really amazing. They also have more guns and explosives than you've ever seen in your life. Even the ship has guns. A full stomach, a roof over your heads, and the promise of safety convinces most Stratocolonists to accept the Helios. In turn, the Helios decide that you criminals pose little threat. A grudging peace is brokered between the two groups. You decide they aren't so different, really. There are even Helio children, born among the stars, just like you. After a month of hard work, you and your parents move into your new quarters. You get your own room for the first time in your life. You step out on your very own balcony to watch the new colony, its grounds bustling with so many strangers and strange new ideas. Oh, neat. You feel something rising in your chest you haven't felt in some time. Hope. Excitement. What will the new day bring? Better get out there and find out. Rush outside to greet the day. Alright, we're gonna grab this. Is it pollen? Yeah, okay. Everything is different. Everything is different. Okay. Who are you? You're cute. You're also cute. Oh, we have new friends, actually. Oh my god. Okay, cool. All right. It is exactly time to stop streaming, and I think this is a perfect time to stop streaming because we'll come back, meet cuties. Yeah, exactly. We'll come back, and okay. Different part 2 wormhole. What effects big in now? Wow. That's an interesting enhancement. Space cliffhanger. No, this is a perfect place to stop. So, all right, y'all. So here's how it is. We've got ourselves, this is going to domination. I will after the holidays. So I will not be streaming this game until after I come back from my break. This will be mentioned on the thingy. I will put it on the thingamabobber. It'll be really cool. What if the world ends before you come back? Discord. Yeah, I'll put, yes, Discord, and also on the, that's not called a harmonogram. It is the thing on Twitch that tells people when I have a break and when I'm going to come back. the calendar of sorts. Probably something like that. That thing. Also, I will post it, but I'm letting you guys know here that I will be back on the 15th. So, schedule. That's the one. That's the word. Thank you. My brain is full of this. This is why, with the world's not gonna end during Christmas and New Year's. So we'll see you in 2025 on the 15th, right? And one last reminder, for those of you who are watching In Stars and Time, I will still be streaming that on Monday the 23rd. That will be my last actual official stream before my break. So yeah. Thank you all very much for coming and hanging out with me. This was one of the most eventful streams for this game, maybe ever. Absolutely bonkers crazy. We learned so many new cool things and so much not cool things, but so many other new things. Did not expect anything like this to happen. So wow. All right. See you guys in either Monday or in a few weeks. And I hope you all really, really enjoy your holiday.